Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream right now. I took a day off yesterday for 4th of July. Spent some time with the family. I also worked for the first time in about 2 weeks. So it's nice to get back to work. Had to be there quite early in the morning. I had an 8 a.m. Pacific game. So we're on the air, I think it's 7 a.m. Pacific. Very early start for somebody working in television for me that normally works at night. So needless to say, I was a little sleepy in the morning, but it's good to be back on the stream. Also be good to be back in the shack, and I'm going to hook up, I think, Keith WA6QXA is out there. He's in Signal Hill, which is a part of Long Beach. I think that's hill's about 700 or 800 feet above sea level. So we'll go and check him out right now and see if he's on the air. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Okay, well that definitely helps. Yeah, it's not, it's not an easy test, I'll tell you that. I took a practice test today just for the fun of it, which was way too soon, but I just kind of wanted to see where I got a feel for it. I got a 44%.
I'm cheating, but I'm going to send him a text. Let him know I'm here.
A lot of people do. They just memorize the answer so they can pass the test and they never use it again because most of that stuff's not usable all that often, unless you're really into that kind of thing. Moon bands, man, you need to talk to Alex. He's like pro with that. He's on this frequency. Alex is in 6JJI, I believe it is, in 6JJI. He used to do that a ton. He actually has built many antennas too. .5 at 1? I don't know if I talk, I don't went that high. Yeah, yeah. I think Greg's out there too, K6EGG. Greg, can you get a copy?
I have a copy on you, but I cannot hear who you're talking to. Are you on your mobile up at Signal Hill? Is that what I hear?
Roger, and the other person is my buddy Keith out there in Orange. He just passed his extra class license a couple of weeks ago, so congratulations to him.
Congratulations. I wish I'd get there. I hope I get there someday. Unfortunately, I can't hear him. I don't know if he can hear me. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm out in the city of Chino.
Yeah, he said he can hear you. Not really clear, but he can hear you, Greg.
I can hear that someone's talking, but I cannot decipher what he's saying, unfortunately. So I'll take a standby. I do hear you up there, Keith. You sound pretty clear. You actually sound a little better on your bass. I'm assuming because you're only running 50 watts up there. Is that correct?
Probably 45 watts, but yeah. Maybe about an S5 yourself.
Yeah, you can do it about an S3 here in Chino. But I'll let you continue your cue. So there, I just want to jump in and say, yeah, I hear you from beautiful Signal Hill, where I hope it's nice and clear up there. And have fun talking to your buddy in Orange. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Talk soon. Back to you, Keith. Yeah, K6EGG is who it was. That's Greg. He's the guy who does the streaming on this frequency on YouTube. So if you go K6EGG on Facebook, you can find it.
YouTube.
Sorry, not Facebook. YouTube. And the beauty is you can actually, listen to previous conversations with people or listen to your own, modulation so you can check how your mic's sounding, how your station's sounding, things like that. I do that all the time. And it's really cool. I'll test my mic and listen to it, so it's...
Sounds like I got him dialed in there a little better.
Well, thanks for coming back to me. Okay, and 73 to you. Hope you had a good fourth. This will be WA6QXA. Keith, we'll be listening. CQ, WA6QXA. Keith, Signal Hill Mobile calling CQ, WA6QXA. Anybody copy?
W6WWD. What are you up to, Keith?
Hey, Ward, how's it going, man?
Going well. Where are you playing today?
I'm up at Signal Hill. I had to get some propane. We ran out of propane in the middle of the barbecue yesterday. That was not fun. My wife was a little bit upset. And so I got some propane and figured while I'm out, I'll just hang out and go to Signal Hill for a little bit and talk on the radio.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's not good. Not good on a fourth or any barbecue. Yeah, I years ago when I redid our backyard, I went total natural gas. So that's one beautiful thing I don't have to remind myself of. Although my portable heaters in the back are all propane, so I do have to remember that. But good deal. Well, yeah, I wasn't doing much. I was debating. I'm like, I wonder if I should go play radio in the truck, but I don't know. But good to hear you up there.
Yeah, it's a little hazy today. I guess from all the fireworks and smoke, it's very hazy.
Yeah, well, you're doing good. I mean, you're about 20 over, so I'm not sure what how much power, but you sound good, of course, and good signal.
You're the 20 over also, and I'm at 45 watts. Yeah.
Good deal. Was that Greg I heard a moment ago?
Yeah, Greg's up there. I think he might be still out there. Go ahead and give him a holler.
Okay, well, Roger, just thought I'd say hi to you. Hello, Greg, if you're still out there. I just was on YouTube, and I was in the middle of seeing your shack tour. Very impressive. Extremely impressive.
Cool. Thanks for watching. I was planning on doing it for like the last couple months. I finally had the time to do it this morning, so it's a nice quiet time. I appreciate it. And I was able to make contact with W6DUO yesterday at 4:45 a.m. 4:45 a.m. That's probably the earliest I've ever talked to somebody on ham radio. But I appreciate the comeback, and we are live on YouTube right now.
All right, QSO. Yeah, Don takes his morning walk. Well, that's real nice. Or yesterday, I don't think he walked, but whatever. Nice early contact on your way to work. So, okay, good deal. Keith, 73, Greg, 73, and I'll be listening here. I'll open up the frequency. Catch y'all later. W6WWD.
Break?
Go, break.
Yeah, W6WWD. I'm going to send you some things here of diagrams about how to feed these antennas with and without a talent, and using the gamma mesh in that capacitor if you want single band. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to send it to Keith too. So anyway, you got your self-explanatory, okay?
QSO, Alex, sounds good. Yeah, no, I was reading the ARL handbook, antenna book, and yeah, I look forward to reading that as well.
Not reading, just look at it. It is self-explanatory. This is diagram.
Oh, wow, even simpler. Okay, that sounds real good. Well, I appreciate it, and thanks for thinking of me.
Well, you can explain it good, sometimes the ladder line, you keep saying, well, I didn't say ladder line, and we're trying to tell you. Sometimes the ladder line is part of the antenna. So you need to go out down at the bottom of the DRV, D5RV,
Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand that by previously having that ZS6, which is, G5RV in general. So, yeah, I'm with you there. I'm still learning as time goes on, but thanks. I'll look at those when you send them, okay?
Yeah, I just said it. There's also, I didn't put the delta match. There's also a delta match, which is a triangular short in the antenna between the ladder line. And that's another way to do it. It's hard for people to comprehend it. RF is brilliant. It's purely easy.
Yeah, QSO, as I was reading the antenna book, it's like amazing, all the different, factors that come into play. So I look forward to that. Roger. Thanks again, Alex. 73, talking a bit. W6WWD.
Catch you later, Alex.
Hey, Keith, you want to try 5.2 real quick? I want to see how you coming out of my house on 5.2 on FM.
5.2 and QSY.
Cool. We'll be back here in a minute. K6EGG QSY 146.520 FM. WA6QXA, K6EGG. I have you about an S3 here. Very, very scratchy, but I do hear you. You sound a lot better on sideband there. Very strange. I thought you'd come in a lot better on FM for some reason, but I guess I was wrong. Sideband wins again. So I guess I'll slide back over to 144.250 upper sideband. Just wanted to see how this worked there from your vantage point up there at Signal Hill.
All right, roger, WA6QXA QSY also with it. 144.250 upper sideband. QSY. All right, thanks, Ron.
QSL. Well, yeah, my grandfather was a police officer there, motorcycle cop in San Diego, and that was during World War II. Well, no, I was born there, but we moved to Gardena, California when my father married my mother. And I was here in Gardena, California, went to grammar school, junior high school, and things, and that's not too far from Long Beach here. Over. QSL. Okay, we got the collinear here that's 17 feet long. It's called a tram. And it is a vertical. All right. Good show. I'm going to let you go. I got to get back to my computer work here and do what I got to do today. So I'll beat you 73. And good working. Stay there.
KZNU, give a copy. WA6QXA, Keith here. Mobile, Signal Hill. Very good. You're spinning my needle up here in Signal Hill. You're doing a fine job again. I heard that you're just on 10 watts, so yeah, you're blowing some smoke right now. Yeah, I was out in the back, so I figured I'd pull up to Signal Hill, about 350 feet elevation, and have a little fun for a few minutes. Well, for Long Beach area, it's the only place very close that's got a little elevation. Otherwise, you have to drive maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes minimum, you know, to get to any kind of elevation. Yep, yeah, he does get active for sure. So, do you have a good fourth? I hear you. He kind of chilled out at a decent time last night around my neck of the woods. Hey, by the way, Greg's out there in Chino Hills. So you can get a copy on him. K6EGG Greg, you get a copy on Jack out in San Diego.
I can hear that someone's talking, but I can't understand what they're saying. I don't think conditions are very good for me today right now. So if you hear Jack, tell him I said hi, and hope I can make contact and maybe in a couple hours or something.
I don't know if you can copy that, Jack, but Greg's having a hard copy on him. His conditions aren't that good right now, he said. Roger that, Chino Hills area. Yes. Did you hear that, Jack? You're making it in Temecula, 20 miles east of Temecula, run WA6AB on 10 watts.
Conditions are good, just not for me. He's only at 10 watts down there. He's south of San Diego, south of... He's south of downtown San Diego proper.
Give him a shot. It's Jack out there in San Diego.
I can hear Ron down there. Oops, sorry about that. I can definitely hear Ron. I could definitely hear something in there. So, the person you can hear there the most is Ron. He's about 40 miles east of Temecula right now. All right, so we're just going to let them chat. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Wow, okay. All right, well, I'll let you get your honeydew list done. I already got mine done. I mowed the lawns and stuff, and so I got a little clearance. But, Jack, great talking to you. I'll let you go. 73, this is WA6, QXA. We'll be clear. weeks able to move nosing back home, so I'll probably be losing a lot of you guys because I'm not going to have as strong as a signal. But anyway, WA6QXA, we're clear.
Hey, Keith, have a good afternoon. I'll probably talk to you a little bit later this afternoon or later tonight. This is Greg, K6EGG, and I think I heard Ron out there in Temecula. And Jack, unfortunately, I can kind of hear you in there, but just not that strong.
All right, Greg, WA6QXA. We'll be talking to you soon. WA6QXA, clear.
Copy that, W6AB, or I'm so bad with that. Sorry, Ron. Have a good afternoon.
I have absolutely no idea why I'm so bad with reading back call letters. That was one of the problems I had when taking my flight lessons, was reading back the instructions from the tower. Even though I know what it said, I just had trouble reading it back. I was just so horrible at this. And Ron, thank you for Don, thank you for the kind words there. I try to be organized, although the back of my shack there with all the cabling is an absolute disaster just because I keep moving stuff around. So it looks better in the front than the back. So organize in the front and party in the back like a mullet. So I appreciate it. Anybody new to the channel, check out I put up a new video of my ham shack in there, so that way you have an idea what I set up here. So feel free to check it out. It's in the main page of my YouTube page. Very rare for me. I'm usually getting up and using the restroom at that time, and I roll back into my nice cozy bed at that time because I don't like waking up early that much right now because I've been going to sleep late. But yeah, there was absolutely nobody on the road. I was pleasantly surprised going to work and going home. I left work there. I think I got off like 11:30, and I was home, taking a shower, and in bed before 12:30, and it's 32-mile drive, whatever, 35-mile drive. So I was pretty impressed. And thanks again for being up. A rare, sounds like it's rare for both of us. So those things you see in the chat were supposed to be thumbs up, so I don't know what the heck those are. It almost looks like I'm flipping somebody off or something. That's kind of weird. But I'm going to keep the stream going. Let's see if anybody else pops on. I'm going to grab some lunch here, a late lunch. I woke up a little late. Had kind of a long day yesterday. I got up at 3:30 a.m. I think I finally rolled into bed pretty close to 1. So anyways, have a good afternoon, and the stream will stay going in case anybody else pops on. And don't forget to stop in and say hi in the chat. I'll be monitoring at least that part of it when I'm downstairs eating lunch. I'll probably bring down the stream around 5:30 and bring it back up around 6. Get some noise coming in there now. But anyways, here we go. I'll be back in a few. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Is the frequency in use for a quick test? Nothing heard. W6WWD testing 1 2 3 4 5. Testing mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Test complete. W6WWD. Yes. Okay, Roger. I unplugged some stuff. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks, Alex.
Did you look at that email yet?
I was just getting to my computer right now. I was doing a couple of quick things, but I'll take a peek at it. Give me one moment. I'll open it up right now. Well, it doesn't get any easier than that, does it?
No, as you scroll down to the very bottom, you see the gamma match thing. That plate I gave you can make a big 8-bit dipole out of that plate. And you can put a little gamma match or a gamma match if you want to make a 40 meter dipole. You can do that too.
Yeah, thank you. I'll look at that. I hadn't taken a peek at that, but that looks really good. Yeah, and that little gamma match deal, that little tuner deal, that might be pretty good. I'm not sure. 40 is the only band I don't really have that I wouldn't mind having, but with that being said, I still have my ambition to build those antennas, that we talked about earlier.
Well, yeah, you can use the gamma match. Or let's just say you want to make an 11-meter antenna. All right, each leg, gamma match it, and it's a one-band antenna. That's all, and it's a solid wire. You don't have to set two sections of it.
Yeah, that makes it easy, especially with limitation on room and where to put it. That's another project. This vertical I have needs to get moved, so maybe once I, finally move that to where I'm hoping is a better, area, open area, not being constructed or, restricted by the tree.
Here's another thing. You can make that vertical you were trying to put on the car. You can, underneath that honeycomb mount, you can make that rod the connection to the ground. From the center thing of the honeycomb, you can go up with the capacitor between there and go up and down that rod any length you want and attach the gamma match to make it work. Over.
I'm trying to follow you. I may have lost in the translation. Attach that little tuner to the rod. Which rod or ground, I apologize, that we're referring to?
You were trying to make a 5/8 wave.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I know I did, and I think I conceded to just maybe doing a halfway. But I'm trying to. Okay, I was trying to follow you. Hooking it to the ground. Go ahead.
Yeah, you take the radiating element and make it grounded, totally grounded. All right. In other words, if you had a large connector to go under the honeycomb mount where it's grounded, all right?
Yes, which it currently is. Be connected to the headache rack, which is currently grounded to the frame. Yes.
Okay, to the frame, just ground the rod going straight up vertical. All right, to the rack. All right, this is going to be made here. Then out of the center of the honeycomb, in between where you're going to match that rod coming up out of the ground. Not off the ground. You just find the tapping point and tune the capacitor, and you get them at the whole rest of the vehicle.
Okay, so you're attaching that little gamma deal to the actual ground, all right?
No.
Well, that's where I'm having a problem here today following you. I'm sorry.
So you're taking the vertical itself and you ground it, all right? So the gamma match it's going to the vertical element, which is absolutely grounded to yourself.
Okay, all right. So maybe, and I apologize for my stupidity here. So the unit that you gave me, I would connect that to the actual vertical part of the antenna?
First first of all, ground and vertical. Okay, let's say you made a ring. Just made a washer, big washer, and underneath that honeycomb, you ground the whole vertical to the truck and underneath the honeycomb.
Okay, I follow you, which there is. Okay, the only thing I would have to do is then run a braid from there to the ground. Okay, I'm following you.
Run it braid to the vertical element if you want to. It's already cut from the close, okay? But you mount that not in the top of it, all right? You mount it on the ground. You mount it like an L pattern underneath the honeycomb.
Okay, and so you're basically connecting, if I'm not mistaken, the ground and the vertical?
Yeah. So what you do is the ground and the vertical are the same. It comes up the back side or whatever side you want of that honeycomb. Off the center, you bring up a piece of wire and put the capacitor in line, or put it connected to a bolt, and then tap your vertical somewhere where it matches, and switch the capacitor till it matches it. You have a grounded gamma match, and the whole truck and the vertical are resonating, but you're making a gamma match off the truck for 2 meters.
Oh, wow, that's way above. Okay, yeah, I think I'm following you, and it's very interesting. So that would be probably the most ideal match, I'm assuming.
So do you understand what I'm saying? No?
I think about 80-90%. I mean, we talked about, the grounding to the frame and then connecting to the vertical and then, putting this tuner in line. Is that correct?
Well, here we go. We'll go to that very last diagram. Very last diagram on that.
It takes a couple of pictures.
You're cutting in and out.
Okay, well, it starts with a horizontal, looks like, and then it goes around a house, and then goes down to the last one. It's just below the off-center fed. Looks like there's a quad type of situation.
What says the last picture at the very bottom, if you scroll down, says RW4HFN.
Okay, yes, I'm following you.
Okay, those are just diagrams here. The total length is whatever. Now look at the very dark part of that antenna. You see where that...
Yeah, it looks like the boom, then below it, there's like in the front of it, another dark part.
It says 54 centimeters. That's your gamma match. All right?
Oh, okay, I'm following.
So you see the ground of the coax is directly right in the middle of the antenna.
Yes, and looking at the braid goes strictly to the middle of the boom area, right?
Right, don't look at the circular things on the end. You can add those lengths, 10 centimeters, 40 centimeters, 40 on up. You don't have to. This is very dark part. So let's move the gamma match. You see that wire? Now this wire with the ground side of the coax that goes up underneath the connection of the honeycomb. Did you get that?
Okay, the coax that comes up and it veers to the left, that's the center conductor that goes to the gamma, to that gamma match, the adjuster. Am I understanding?
Yeah, right. Now look at the coax and look where the ground side of the coax is 76 CF is grounded right to the antenna. Do you see that?
Yes, I do. Now I follow you.
Okay, now move this whole gamma match all the way down to the right. Alright, so the very end where it says 10 centimeter, you're moving it all the way to the right, just move the gamma match beneath the vertical here.
Okay, so when you come off the center conductor to this adjuster, and then you take the other end of that adjuster and you position that on the actual vertical side. Am I understanding?
Well, yes, but I want you to take the gamma match in your 10 centimeters. When we're going to move the whole thing, and the rod is going to stay there. That antenna is going to be the same length, the halfway point. So let's move it down. We can in-feed it instead of center feed. Right now it's center fed. Let's move the whole diagram down to the 10 centimeters to the right. You see that? Stay on the dart. Don't worry about everything else.
Yeah, 10 centimeters to the right-hand side of the to the loop, if you will, right?
Don't worry about the loop. There's no loop there. Just move that down. Let me find a picture of an in-fed dipole. Again, I'm asking you. Okay, I got it. Diagram of it. Because I guess you just can't follow. Diagram of it. And
Okay, I'll check my email right now. I just was reading this. And you know what seems to be at least confusing for my simple mind is that it's got the boom and then below it's got that other short, dark, length of, was that 54 centimeters, and then how is that connect? That would be what you were basically saying, like connecting to the boom, right, or to the vertical?
Yeah, it's connected directly to the vertical source. Then put a little network here. I just sent you the other one. I want you to look at it. With an image, and just blow it up here, look at it, and I'll explain how this works.
Okay, I'm looking at it kind of one side of the desk looking forward, but go ahead.
Okay, you see how that thing is configured? It's a little matching bar along the side. And actually, the vertical is actually grounded. So do you see where you would put the ground under or just attach it to a piece of metal next to that vertical honeycomb mount? From the honeycomb mount, you put the capacitor between that, all right? And then attach it to the feed point wherever you want to, wherever it matches on that antenna that's actually mounted to the ground.
Okay, so attaching that unit, I'll just call it a unit, your matching unit, to underneath the antenna that's already grounded towards the frame, and then taking the other side of that matching unit and adjusting it to where the 3/8 by 24. Am I following you?
Yeah, the positive side, you would see that the positive side is close to the 3/24, but this is actually what the ground is. This is a center bit ground called dipole, but you can put this dipole on the edge. If this dipole is completely going straight down, all right, and it's going right to the ground, because the gamma mass of, let's say you put a 40 feet of grounded pole in the ground, you come up with a gamma mass, gamma mass the body of the stuff. But you go through the connector, you go up, you find a matching point, 3/4 wavelength is always good, half wavelength, but you match this and you put the tuning capacitor right here in the middle, and you just vary it, and you add that slide bar, and you match the antenna, that's where that black thing is that comes out the center, the shortest piece, is where you would put the 3/24 thread, and in between you put a capacitor.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm generally following you. And then the capacitor, you have to find the proper capacitor, obviously, right?
I gave you the capacitor.
Oh, that is the capacitor. Okay, I was utilizing that as the matching device. Okay, so that is the capacitor. Okay.
And now you see to the left here, you see the SO239 connector. You see these two little red things? Inside, there's a little short piece of wire. They made their own capacitor with the diameter of the tubing. So when you shift the diameter of the tubing, that's the capacitor. We're replacing it with a variable, which is much more easier.
That I can really appreciate. Okay, so, all right, I just need to make sure just trying to visualize this. I know you've said it to me, and I probably feel like you sound like an idiot, but connecting that capacitor to the ground and then taking the positive side to the antenna, the vertical. But am I to build a gamma, anything beyond that, or just attach it, like I said before, to that 3/8?
No, you don't attach the capacity to the ground. It's the antenna to the ground.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is where maybe I'm just wasting your time here, but the antenna's grounded right now to the headache rack, and I was under the impression I had to run an additional ground strap from that underneath to the frame. Am I incorrect?
Well, just behind. No, right behind the frame. Mount the vertical halfway if you want to match, or 3/4 wave antenna. Just mount it directly to the ground. And off the top of the honeycomb, you put a little nut, start of the capacitor, bring over a wire, and a little attaching device. You can slide up and down on the antenna that's grounded, and it'll match.
Okay, got you now. Okay, okay. So antenna's currently mounted and grounded, and attach this your capacitor to the 3/8 there, and then run a wire from the other point to the antenna. But it's something where I could actually adjust it. Is that right? Where it attaches, like an alligator clip?
Yeah, just move it up and down. You can use a wire, any length of wire. You start using your wires. Put a wire, you can put another rod, move it up and down, and adjust the capacitor, and you will match that thing directly to the ground. You can actually gamma match the aluminum body of your car, put it horizontal, and match, an edge. You don't have any edge or water gutter or anything.
No, it's fully aluminum truck.
No, I'm talking about, do you have anything you can grab onto? What if you grab the railing? How is that railing almost off the roof?
Okay, sorry. The head rack is mounted to the bed rail, the top of the bed, the frame, which of course is bolted there, and it sits right in at the front of the bed on, across the bed, back window, and down about 2 feet on the sides.
Okay, well, if you wanted to gamma match that rail that's connected to the grid, instead of gamma match and directly put a mount here through there and use the gamma match and gamma match that rack itself. And that would be the antenna. You can do that horizontally, you can have the horizontal antenna. You can get that.
Yeah, that I kind of follow. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, visualize this as you're going along. So, one thing that maybe I'm missing here, and I hate to sound elementary, is I'm not building an additional vertical to match it, right?
You're putting another piece on there to match it. And if you want to look at it, let's see here. See if I can find another building channel.
Well, don't have to go to your way, please. But I'm just trying to, I know the antenna, sits on the honeycomb. The vertical is up from there. It's mounted to the headache rack, and this matcher is going to go right at the bottom of the 3/8 by 24, and then that's going to connect to. That's where I'm kind of lost. Do I have to build myself another little vertical to where I could slide it up and down there, or do I attach it to the vertical?
You don't have to. You can attach it strictly, but you got to keep it spacing a little wider away. You can move the wire when you find it to match it, and bend it over like that and match it. So let me find another diagram, because it's hard to get this concept going into a direct source. And RF is not the what do you call it? It's not what you think. I'd like to do instead a dipole with a gamma, instead a dipole with a gamma. Oh, here, I got one here. Here's another diagram you can follow. This might give you a little bit better one. Let's see here. Okay, here's I'll send another one. Let's look at this one. This might be good.
Okay, Roger, I've got it opened up. Go ahead.
Okay, now this says on the other side, this is matched to the center match. But you see that configuration. Now you see this little piece of coax that's going up inside that tube. It's not connected to anything. That's actually a capacitor. It's just a little piece of wire, coaxial cable that goes inside the tube. It's a capacitor. So now, if you're going with this boom, you stop right here, boom is ground, okay?
Roger, on the ground.
Okay, that would be mounted to your truck. The other little red side here would be mounted where that connector is, the honeycomb connector. But right here, just above where the red, you would put the vertical capacitor, and this is like this. Or it could be just a wire that goes up, goes over, and connects on an elevator switch, like this.
To the physical vertical 5/8 wave, and so it's.
You can do this halfway, or you can do it actually 3/4 wave if you want to go on it. But that would be 2 times 19.5 to 19. So you want to get out, but you see the 3/8 tubing and the coax inside. just replace that little thing with the variable capacitor. Then put a wire up and bend it over sideways, just like that with the wire. You don't have to learn how to get into it on the vertical element. And let's just say you had 25 feet of aluminum mat. You can do the same thing right up until the top of it. You just make this at the top, a halfway point, or a quarter wavelength, 2 meters, and you can match it this way, and the whole thing is mounted right into the ground. So you feed it right up here at the top, and you turn the match into an antenna. You get that?
Okay, yeah, I see that. So if I was thinking here, the tuning capacitor that you gave me, if I was to mount that on an additional hole or right next to that, the base of it, I could then, onto that headache rack, I could then, of course, run that to the vertical, and that would do what we're talking about. Am I correct?
Okay, right where the 3H2 is, you see right where that little arrow is? Right below that arrow, and this red thing would go right into the little honeycomb. Now right here, is where you mount the the capacitor. One side is negative, and the other side is positive of the capacitor. And you carry over it, and you bring a wire up from that and go over to the antenna that's grounded, flat grounded. I mean, you can turn it in traffic. But you find it where it matches. You follow that.
Yeah, I sure do. Okay, well, I'd have to see how I could put that together on there, and of course, encase that tuning capacitor in something so keep it weatherproof, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just trying to teach you how to do this. Now, if you really got fancy and you wanted to match the dead of the stuff, you could actually find some place and find the matching point, use a variable capacitor in the box, high up as you can go horizontal, like if you had gutter mount. And I guess you don't have gutter mounts there on the top of the roof, right?
Oh, I don't know if they're called gutter mounts, just the frame of the roof. I don't think so to speak. There might be a lip there, but I don't know. I don't think so. It's kind of round.
Gutters. You don't have to make gutters on it?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. But, you can, on the rack itself, you can gamma match that rack, wherever you got it, horizontally. And just put your connector from the center and gamma match that thing, and you can have a horizontal antenna on the vehicle. But I'm just trying to teach you to match anything in some way. You got to know what to do.
Well, thank you, first of all, and yeah, it's a little confusing. I mean, I'm not an engineer nor electrical inclined, so to speak. I like learning, but understanding what you're saying, and I get it, so I'll have to, definitely look into this. Might be be a fun experiment as long as I don't get frustrated.
Okay, well, just before you do anything, try to match that thing cut with the gamma match and get that moving. You can try all kinds of experiments up to just
Okay, yeah, so one side goes to the ground, the other side goes in. Okay, I think I do follow you there. I've got some notes written down here. I appreciate that. Wasn't looking to pull talk to anybody or to, pull anything out of anybody. I was just checking a mic check, but this is very helpful, Alex. Thank you.
Okay, well, did you when you saw it, you sent me something and I just downloaded it. I don't know what it was. Is it ARRON or something?
Yeah, I just sent it. It's a large file, so I think it goes to a Google Docs or something. You just have to download it from the Google Docs if you wanted to.
Well, I don't know. It didn't work. I didn't know that. So I got you. Anyway, not every antenna you can do whatever. I mean, once you figure this out, in fact, you can make a triangle with this. Right in the center. It's called a delta match. You can use the wire from the ladder line and you select the delta match. It's good. You want the one next to the other. And that's still the antenna that's to be cut. Delta match. But there's so many matches. I don't know. It's gorgeous.
Yes, I do. I have seen they make them a lot of times out of copper, right?
Yeah, well, one the short element and the dagger. Basically, that's a general master that you did, and you like to use for the weight. That's the same thing. You use a general master here, you know, it's ground that you ground that right to the original color. But you're using this is exactly what the short is go up and down in 5. And that's definitely the representative of yourself. You got to study that. What I'm trying to tell you is this.
Okay, QSL, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm trying to, visualize. I see it visually, and I'm trying to, conceptually understand it. And I think it's just going to be one of those things, but just to, practice and learn and see what I can come up with.
Yeah, all right, boy, that's just back and forth.
Well, I appreciate it. That brain is not much more than 3 brain cells, so you've got your work cut out for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, this is great information. This is what I like. It's just like I said, trying to understand it. So thanks again, Alex. Appreciate you coming back to me, and I'll catch you in a bit. 73 W6 WWD.
Yeah, Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to send you some more here. I just found one of the antennas I was trying to talk to you about. Just to show you how this works. This is 3 of them, but it'll give you a better idea of what we're trying to do here. No, I just sent it to you. Get it?
Yeah, sir, I was moving ahead. I was looking for something. I moved a box in the way. Yeah, let me open up right now. Okay.
Okay, are you there following me?
I've got all the pictures up. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, the second picture shows what I was trying to describe. You see how this is done here? This is an instead gamma match vertical. You see it?
The one in the center picture, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's just laying on its side. Okay, you see how it's grounded? All right, this is all grounded. And the vertical antenna is going up. So let me go down to the bottom antenna. Now you see the little capacitor that you have there? It's going up to the gamma match variable.
Yes. What you've got, of course, the ground going, and then the center connector going to the gamma, correct?
Yeah, and in between the coax and that semiconductor, right here where that little diagram of the semiconductor would go, is where you would that honeycomb mount with 3H24 thread would go in between there and the gamma match. So you see, this whole antenna is grounded. All right, when you mount that, all of that metal is all grounded to the ceiling. Now just imagine, let's just take the vertical element that the gamma match is attached to, disconnect all the rest of the stuff, except for the ground. That's still, you can gamma match the vertical, you don't have to gamma match the full roof,
Okay, so technically you're removing the SO239 at the end of the coax that goes into the honeycomb?
No, you're not removing anything. Right here at the top of the coax is the honeycomb. One side the ground, one side the 3H24. Just put right here below the capacitor, you put the honeycomb with the 3H24. Just imagine that little white thing, that's your honeycomb.
Okay, the capacitor's gamma and the capacitor's above it. Okay, now I'm seeing that. Okay, and then that's got to be connected to the antenna, correct?
Okay, now but you see the ground wire from the ground coax going up. If you mounted that on a pole, if you mounted that on a pole, up in or a tower, it's going. Everything else on that antenna is ground. It's only that short little piece of gamma match. You see that's the insulator, and with the capacitor, that short little thing is matching that whole antenna that's actually grounded.
So the little capacitor deal that you give me, as a side, that basically takes everything into consideration for ground then.
Well, the little capacitor goes right directly into the top. You've got to make a little box that goes to the top of the 24 thread. And if you took right there with this ground connection, instead of going to the bottom of this delta loop, you went to the vertical element, the straight. You put all these other elements around except for one that's connected to the gamma match and go straight up on the truck. You can ground it to that rack and then match the damn thing and this honeycomb right there, and it works. But you've got to do a half wavelength or a 5/8 wave or 3/4 wavelength or whatever you do. I'm trying to get you the concept.
And believe me, thank you. I'm trying to get it myself. I'm trying to understand it. Okay. So I see at the tip of the coax, that's where the honeycomb is, and then you would get this capacitor connected somewhat to that 3H thread, and then of course one end going to ground.
Okay, now look at this other side here. If you see, look at the one, the antenna above it. This one is actually in reverse, but it's a gamma match. And the connector is right here. The connector you see is on this side. But there's something in the middle here where they've got something in the middle that's going to the gamma match. But the whole antenna is grounded except when you see the SO239 on the far side. But we just make this in reverse. You would put that short piece on the little honeycomb connector you got on top, you see?
Yes, I see that. Okay, it's a totally different design then. I got it.
Totally different design. If you go up above, you see how this works out of the SO239 connector on the other halfway loop that's made out of copper.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one right now. Yes, and that one of those are adjustable, right?
Yeah, but you see the coax that goes inside?
From the SO239, looks like is that coax or is that it? Yeah, it looks like that's copper, right?
Yeah, that's copper, but you see that little piece of insulation from the coax that goes inside the tubing right there? Similar to the SO239?
Yeah, inside that copper, is that just a dielectric with just the center conductor in it?
Yeah, it's a dielectric with the center conductor. It's not because it needs coax, but that has already been cut to the perfect length for the match. And what creates the capacitor is the dielectric on the inside of that tube. So that creates the dielectric, and that creates capacity. So if you wanted to, you can take that out, and you could just take and put the capacitor right here from the center conductor over to that copper rod and adjust that up and down, and you can get the gamma match that way, but it's separate.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking in a little bit here. That's very interesting. Two different ways of getting to the same point.
Yeah, so you actually, the variable capacity down here, it's probably, it says 140 PS, and that's what you got. You got about 150, 175 PS. But you could make this little delta loop if you needed to. Yeah, and you could do the same thing. Just put in the frequency, do the calculations, and but use 11808 instead of this 1005 that we're doing in inches. Now, I want you to look. Now, here's the trick. I want you to look at the very bottom of this delta loop, and it says 75 ohm coaxial.
Yeah, driven element, overall speed, and then below it, right above it is the 75 ohm, correct?
It says transmit driven element, right. It says two transmitters. So you can use 75 ohm, but you got to match it. This is the same thing with those other antennas that they I sent you. You can use the 75 ohm, but when and where to use the balance. In some instances, you don't need a balance.
Okay, because of the actual match. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. It's very difficult. I know it's just, a simpleton here. I'm trying to understand this, but understanding where to put this capacitor, like you just told me, above the honeycomb, the 3/8, and then get it grounded or to something to ground if I'm not incorrect. So that'd be an interesting, but I got to get the antenna cut to the proper way, the proper length.
Yeah, the first thing is you just cut a halfway cycle, just 19 and a quarter, which is 8. What is that? That would be 18, and that would be 28 inches, right?
Are you okay? And this is where my confusing. Not to make this a antenna class. The length of the quarter wave. Now I have to take into consideration the length where it sits into that 3/8 by 24, don't I?
The length of the gamma match? Yeah, you got to turn it around so you get it right.
Well, also okay, but the actual antenna length, let's say it's 19 and a quarter, but if it sits inside of that 3/8 by 24 ferrule, do I have to make that 19 and a quarter longer, or is the 19 and a quarter okay?
No. The one that fits onto the capacitor goes up. Actually, the side of that delta loop, that's going to be your halfway cycle.
QSL W6WD. Okay. Yeah, no, that I get. I just, I guess it's coming up with all the proper measurements. So just do the calculations and experiment.
Okay, well, there's a way to calculate the gamma. And I'll just do that.
Well, computer program like that ENZEC or whatever, ANC or whatever. Anyway. Okay, well, it's a whole another world. I mean, it always sounds easier than it is.
Well, some people gravitate, some people don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I am, but I'm scratching on it, but I'm not. I'm understanding, but I think there's still so much more to learn.
All right, let me see. I'll send you some pictures to show you how to calculate all that out. So you're going to imagine an apple. Anyway, that's the procedure.
Well, thanks again there, Alex. I appreciate it. It's great knowledge. I just got to put it to use now. So thank you again. I'll catch you in a bit. 73 W6WD.
Hello, everybody tuning into the stream right now. I'm also watching the K5YVY, K5YVY live stream as well. He's out in Arkansas, I believe. He's usually on HF right now. Looks like he's on 14.268. So if you guys want to jump in and maybe try some HF with him down there. That is the K5YVY live stream. Pretty cool dude. I found his stream about a week or so ago. So it's a pretty nice dude. We exchanged a couple emails. I tried talking on his Echo link to him a week or so ago, and unfortunately nobody was available. So anyways, this is great. K6EGG. This tune into some local 144-250 upper sideband radio.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf. Oh, I've got my amplifiers not on. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144-250 City of Chino. Not too many people on today. This is kind of like a holiday, isn't it? So hopefully. Anyways, I'm going to go back to monitoring. This is Greg, K6EGG. Just listening in.
Yeah, not much going on today on the radio. I want to slide down to, or slide up to, I have to shut that click you hear in the background is me shutting up my sideband setting for my Mirage B320G. I'm going to go over to 2 meter call frequency. I am disorganized today. And we're going to see if anybody's on frequency here on 146.520.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 146.520 from the City of Chino. I heard somebody come back with my suffix of my call sign. You kind of broke up there a little bit. Want to try it again? This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm on a base in the City of Chino, and I'm 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. And unfortunately, I'm not able to bring you in all the way, so I can't pick you up very good. Sorry about it, brother. K6EGG monitoring 146.520. Anybody in the sound of my voice can hear me. I'd love to see if I'm making it out today. Wonder if propagation's in, maybe down the San Diego area, or making it up north, maybe into Santa Barbara. This is Greg, K6EGG, City of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
Really rough today. Everybody's kind of still celebrating 4th of July. I think it's technically a federal holiday today. 4th of July is observed via no mail, I almost said email, snail mail, or the banks are closed, and I guess schools aren't happening, but I think it's summertime anyways. But anyways, I'll give one more call out here. See if anybody has a readable copy on me. See what happens.
I'll try one more time here. This is Greg, K6EGG from the City of Chino. I'm 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. I was wondering if anybody had a copy on me and the sound of my voice. I was wondering if propagation was going on or if maybe anybody else on frequency. This is Greg, K6EGG.
K6GSD. What's going on, Greg? It's Sean up in Lakewood.
Hey, Sean. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I have all my fingers after last night, so things are going pretty good.
And it sounds like you have your hearing. That's even more of a bonus. You're coming in loud and clear with that new antenna.
Yeah, I love this antenna. It's probably one of the better upgrades I've done so far. But yeah, no, I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Good. Little sore, but hanging in there. Decided to do a little ham radio today. Have the day off in the next couple days. So I might as well check in and see who's on frequency. It's nice to see somebody come back. I was just about ready to give up.
Yeah, I heard Keith earlier. He sounded like he was up on Signal Hill. I don't know what happened to him, but it's been pretty quiet today. I don't know if propagation just sucks or if it's just a quiet day.
It might be a little combination of both. Although Keith, when he was actually up on Signal Hill, you were right. He made contact with Jack. Let me see here. He was on sideband, I believe. Jack K6RF. He's down just south of San Diego, just north of the border there of Mexico. So some sort of propagation's in, but just not that much people talking, maybe.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, I haven't heard that guy from San Diego. That'd be great just to hear it. I've never actually experienced 2 meter when it's doing good propagation, but I know on HF a couple days ago there was a massive solar flare, so that kind of just ruined everything. I don't think that really affects EHF, UHF, though.
Yeah, you know when San Diego is in, there's a guy, Roy, I believe his name is, KR6RG. He's at he says the international border between Mexico and the U.S. When he's coming in, you know San Diego's coming in, so maybe he'll hop on and say hi. He surprised us about 2 weeks ago when I was up in my work QTH in downtown LA, and I talked to him all the way from downtown LA down to San Diego. That's about 120 mile an hour, 120 mile hit across going down south. So that's pretty big. So that way I knew it was, propagation was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I've never actually heard San Diego. I actually got them this weekend. I was up in Fraser Park. I was on Fraser Mountain. I was able to get San Diego and Santa Barbara and even Carmel with my directional.
Carmel, now that's just south of where they have that. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of the name of that city now. They have that aquarium up there, Monterey, right?
Yeah, they're just south of the Monterey. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I was only on 5 watts too. That was just my handheld.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. And that guy Jack, by the way, he's only 10 watts. That's down in it's not Oceanside. I think it's Seaside. I can't remember the name of the city exactly, but yeah, he's only 10 watts and making it up here.
Yeah, it's just proof that height is king in this. It's the higher you get, pretty awesome. I was getting great signal reports too, and like I said, just 5 watts in the directional antenna. Hey Greg, I'm going to step out for a bite to eat, but I'll be monitoring in my car in a few minutes on mobile if you're still around.
Cool, yeah, I'm going to cruise back to sideband and maybe cruise back up here. I'm just kind of fiddling around and see who's out there in frequency. Not too many people just rag chewing this time of day. As he said, he was kind of quiet. So, all right, I'm going to take a standby and listen here. This is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino.
All right, Greg, I'll talk to you in a bit. 73 and 6 JSC.
And that was Sean down there. I believe he's in Lakewood. Just outside of Long Beach. Anyways, I'm going to go back down to, let me see here, 144.250. See if there's anybody on. You're going to hear a click here in the background. That's my amplifier changing back to sideband mode. I got to make sure I do that. And Anybody new watching the stream? I'm also watching. You see me looking down. I'm watching the K5YVY live chat. So he's in his chat right now. He's over in. I thought it was Mississippi, but yeah, it is Mississippi. It's pretty cool. I chatted with him on email a couple times over the last couple weeks. But once again, his call letters are K5YVY. He's on right now. He's got about 20 people watching. So I'm watching that as well as doing this stream here. So I'm going to see if anybody out here is on frequency. K6EGG monitoring 146.250 from the city of Chino. All right, it is dead as a doornail. Anybody in the live chat want to jump in and say hi? Feel free. Not much radio going on. Maybe you want to talk barbecue. I'm thinking about barbecuing again this week. Maybe on Wednesday. See how I feel. My back is absolutely killing me from this chair. If you hear it in the background here. I really need to... One thing I need with my shack is a new chair. So... I'm going to have to set up a GoFundMe for myself, but I'm going to buy it myself. I'm going to get one of those gaming chairs that I think that they're pretty comfy. All right, so let's go back to monitoring here. K6EGG. Trying to find my echo link here. I got the echo link going right now. Figure go to
Roger that. Well, I'm going to jump off here and let some other people talk to you. You have a great rest of your live feed.
This is K8PZM 1073, and I'll be clear.
Oh, he sounds good.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming in. Glad we finally got it to work, and good to talk to you. Thank you for coming on the stream, hanging out with us, and keep on making those good videos. Been enjoying your channel. Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu, November 25, YB.
So what I'm doing right now is I have a stream up from YouTube. It is the K5YVY, and he's normally on HF, but he has his Echo Link going right now. And I'm streaming and he's streaming, and I'm listening to his Echo Link and watching his YouTube right now. So wondering why everybody thinks it's a little confusing listening to all this at once. Maybe I'll jump in and say hi. This is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino, California. I don't think this thing's working.
Hey, Greg. Good to hear you, man. Got that 9700 going, I guess. It's pretty cool to watch that. I hadn't actually seen a lot of reviews and how-tos on the 9700, but hadn't seen a whole lot of operating it. Man, you can get all the operating views you want there on your channel. Good to hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. By the way, you're my first contact on Echo Link. I've had it in my phone for probably about 5 years, and this is the first time I actually used it. Yeah, but I love my 9700. I use it quite often, and mainly on upper sideband 2-meter. It's pretty popular in my area. There's probably about 10 or so people that have normal rag chew, nightly or after 8 p.m. local here in California. And then I have a little bit of a makeshift logbook of about 50 people that breeze in and out over the last couple months. So it's fun to play with. I messed with the ISS with it before. I've talked through the ISS once on the crossband repeater. I've heard it pass over a couple times, but it's very fun, and I'm looking forward to experimenting a little bit more with it. Back to you.
My junk pile out back, and it's got some tower stations and antennas and stuff I need to get put together in the air someday. But one set of those antennas that I got, and I got this out of another junk pile, I guess you'd say I rescued them. They're rescues. Is Chris-Craft 830, 8 something anyway. They're cross-polarized 10-element hearing. They got 10 elements vertical and 10 elements horizontal. And there's 2 of them stacked side by side, and they need a little reworking over. But if I can get a hold of me a 9700, I think that'd be a great antenna to refurbish and play around with that. And I've played around with the satellites a little bit on the FM side, and I don't know, man. I feel like I'm missing out on the 2-meter sideband, and maybe that'd get some of these other guys around here interested as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I hope you go and get yourself one. I'm sure you'll be pretty happy with it, and you get your local guys out there and girls, and get them on frequency. And I know one of the guys locally here, Fred K6OS. I talked to him on just the regular 146.520, and he brought me down to a sideband, and lo and behold, there was 10 people sitting there talking. So maybe just got to recruit some people over, and maybe that will happen. But we get a lot more distance with sideband here in the LA basin with a bunch of hills and mountains in the way. I can talk all the way from San Diego to my house. I just did a little bit earlier, and it's a 100-mile hop over about 3 or 4 different mountain ranges. So sideband's pretty amazing, especially in the flat areas. You can go for really long distances of propagations out there. So anyways, I'll bring it back to you, and I'll let somebody else jump in here. By the way, I am streaming right now on my page as well, so we got like a 2-way stream going right now. So anyways, you take care. This is great. K6EGG from the city of Chino in Southern California. That was pretty cool. So that was Joe Brett down in Mississippi, K5YVY. I just connected him through Echolink. That was pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to take a listen to his page here now.
Echolink radio. This, whether I'm using the APRS digipeater, which is software based.
So I'm gonna go watch some TV right now. It was fun connecting with Joe Brad over in Mississippi on his channel. If you guys were listening. Anyways, I'll be back. This is great. K6EGG. Hello, everybody. I'm going to bring down the stream for a little bit. Not too much activity, so I want to spam basically the YouTube channel over static. So I'll definitely be back on probably around 6:30 tonight. Should have plenty of normal rag chew going on then here on 2 meter sideband. Thanks again for watching. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom right. I will be back. This is Greg, K6EGG.